Hey, sis. Thank you. If you even still there, how are you today? Let me pull the chat up so I can see. Stephanie, we gotta talk, cause you gotta tell me about your call. There you go. Stephanie. We gotta talk, cause you gotta tell me about your call. This thing's so delayed. Thank you, sis. How your day been, girl? You off today or you working hard? We gotta talk, cause you gotta tell me about the call. What is up with this feedback? So delayed. Thank you, sis. How your day been, girl? You off today or you working hard? We gotta talk, cause you gotta tell me about the call. What is up with this feedback? So delayed. Thank you, sis. I don't like this. Hold on, y'all. How your day been, girl? You off today or you I don't know if y'all can hear me talking, but I can hear me talking like over and over. Oh, okay. Well, I hadn't gotten any requests for readings yet, but the floor is open. Let me just figure out how to get this thing to stop it from constantly giving me feedback. Yeah, I can hear the echo too. Hold on. I ain't talking. Ow. Shit. My elbow. I'm in my shoulder. I don't know my body parts. It's on my phone, but it's not on my iPad. I had pulled it up on my iPad. I don't hear it no more. I know, right? I sure enough appreciate you being my tester. Only thing about it is I don't hear the echo anymore. Can you hear me? Stop doing it. Okay, we clear. Cool. Hey, y'all. So look, as of right now, I don't have anybody who is requesting a donation-based reading. So if y'all are wanting to get one, my Cash App is $ Turquoise Majesty, and whatever you want to donate. And I got some cards ready, and we can do the damn thing. And make sure you put your inquiry in the note section. But if not, we just gonna rap a little bit, and I may just do a collective reading. Whatever's clever, honey. I'm so excited. I know some people probably was like, girl, it's just 100 subscribers. You need 1,000 to get monetized. But see, for me, I know I started with very humble beginnings with my channel. And so now that I am more dedicated to it, I'm happy to see the numbers going up. Y'all, my views went up by like 1,000 some odd views at the same time that it crossed over to 100 subscribers. Thank you, sister. And now it's at 108. And so the divine be knowing. That's like the boost of encouragement that I needed to keep going. Because to be honest, like, I really don't do it for the numbers. But now that I'm doing this and pursuing Turquoise Majesty full time and not working, like I'm not in the workforce anymore, it is important to me that I get these numbers up. And also, just build a community. So, yeah, I'm happy for my honey. Herbal Heroine, I appreciate your support. You've been super supportive from day one. I want to hear about your crystal experiences too, because my sis got some crystals from me as her very first set of crystals, and that was such an honor. Why it ain't showing the chat, child? Hold on. Let me figure that out. Because I want to be able to see. Oh, it just pop up when y'all say something. Okay. This is my first YouTube live I've done. And you mind? This is my first YouTube live. I've done Instagram, several of those, but not YouTube. So y'all be patient with me because I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay, it look like I'm cool. I know we celebrating. I got me some tea, some honey vanilla chamomile tea, because it's that time of the month, and I know better than to be drinking. So what y'all got? What y'all celebrating with? Some water. I've been drinking water all day, so I had to pull something else out the kitchen. Okay, so with YouTube, it don't show you who in here unless they saying something. So if you in here and I haven't acknowledged you, hello, my 3 people, including my personal account. I want to make sure I wasn't missing nothing. Let me see. Nope, it don't show me on here either. I'm gonna be a YouTube live professional in no time. So I tell you what it is. I'm just trying to make sure I got myself together on the technological side of things. But now that I know that I do, we're gonna turn this thing into a collective reading if we ain't got no donation based readings, which is fine with me. So, herbal heroin and whoever else I got on the line. What is it that y'all wanting to tap into? What you want me to look into? You better take advantage. Even nothing personal. If you wanted something personal, send it through the cash app. But if it's something more collective that we could be talking about, I'm more than happy to pull some cards on it. I know we got a new moon coming up on the 21st, I think it is. And I plan on doing a collective reading for that. I know, right? Let's see here, because I was channeling. I've been channeling stuff all day. And it'll all come back to me when I get ready to sit down and when I get ready to sit down and journal. Oh, I know what I'm looking to, because I used to do the portal readings, and I've been trying to decide whether or not I wanted to continue to do that, because every month we have like numerological portals that I open, energies that I amplify for us to tap into. Steph said, good to see you tonight and happy to see your business run. Just got home from work, going to unwind and chillax. Yes, sister, do that. You deserve it. I love you back. We got to have us a one-on-one powwow. Thank you for even showing up per usual. You always showing up for your little sister. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna do a collective reading. Oh, you know what I want to tap into? Straight like that. I want to tap into me too, sis. You let me know when you free. I think I got a little more free time than you. I want to tap into these Mercury retrograde energies, because for me personally, I have been having encounters with people from my past in person, and in person, and just even in my thoughts and in my times of reflection. And we know Mercury retrograde is all about the re's, reanalyzing, researching, reflecting, renewing, redoing, all the re's. And so I've been giving some thought to like past experiences, and in my shadow work, past experiences that have been painful, disappointing, or that I've been holding on to, and grief. So, since we don't have any donation based readings at this time, that's what I'm gonna tap into. I'm gonna tap into the Mercury retrograde energy because we in Mercury retrograde until, let me see, when does Mercury retrograde? And we ain't got much longer, but then it's that shadow period, which sometimes really ain't no better. Let's see. So it started on the 28th. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been really feeling it. Especially with the technology. Oh my God. Like, I'm really on the verge of calling T-Mobile and being like, y'all owe me some money, bro. My shit ain't working nowhere. Like, my network, oh my God. And that's usually the case with Mercury retrogrades because Mercury rules communication and technology to some degree. April, mine been so bad. Oh my God. I be trying to like handle a little business online and stuff, but it does help to understand Mercury retrograde. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand what's going on so that you're not so frustrated. Because at first I'm frustrated, I'm mad, I'm like, what the and then I remember Mercury retrograde. Let me just calm my nerves. This is beyond me. Like they say, it's out of my hands now. Okay, so it ends on the 18th. But I think the shadow period is like 2 weeks. So that means we basically, I know, right? Knowledge is power. As long as you got that awareness. Zen Wellness Space, my sis Christine. Hey girl, you made it. Thank you. Y'all so sweet. I don't know how long you been here, but I was just telling everybody that I'm going to do a collective read since I don't have currently any donation based readings on my list at this time. Anybody wanting to get one, you can feel free to hit my cash out with your inquiry. Oh, okay, okay, okay. She on one. She said, "Mama, look at me. Look at me, Ma. Look at me." I totally understand. It's all good. I'm glad you were just able to tap in and tune in with me for a minute. So, yeah, this Mercury retrograde energy, like it's been, first of all, I've been getting a lot of signs through license plates every day. Spirit been talking to me through license plates, full words, dates, like the whole 9 yards. One day I saw a license plate was day 1919, and 19 and 19 equals 1010, right? And I've been seeing 1010 a lot. So I'm like, okay, day 1010. Then I saw another one. It was day 64 something. Whatever the other two numbers were, those equaled 1010. Then on the 10th, I saw somebody from my past that I needed to have a reconciling conversation with. And the whole time that I was on my way to the place where we saw each other, I was thinking, I'm about to see somebody I ain't seen in a long time. Watch. Just watch. My intuition was telling me. And sure as shit stank. There they were. But it was definitely a conversation that needed to be had. It was definitely a situation symbolic of Mercury retrograde. So I'm gonna pull from the Moonology and the Sacred Destiny to see, especially since we have a few more weeks of Mercury retrograde, what we need to be tapping into. And y'all, I don't know about y'all, I've been having joint pain, specifically my shoulder, my right shoulder, in April, like we were talking about with the emotional stuff manifesting into the physical. I really feel that it's symbolic of me, the weight that I've been carrying intuitively or subconsciously, like from a divine feminine or feminine standpoint. Um, that shoulder pain has now that emotional situation has now manifested into a pinched nerve or pulled muscle or something in my shoulder. This pain came about when I didn't even work out that day. I didn't even go to the gym that day. I was just taking my sweatshirt off. And a pain from the pits of hell came. And it's been getting better, but I literally have been having to kind of treat my arm and my shoulder. I'm gonna have to get with you. I've been having to treat my arm and my shoulder as if like I got on a sling or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been having to be real, just careful of how I move this arm. So if y'all see me make an ugly face or scream, it's this goddamn shoulder, bruh. Like it's real. But I had read something on IG where somebody was saying that's one of the ascension symptoms for the energy that is taking place and the upgrades that we are experiencing at this time. So it is what it is. Oh, and you know that's my north node. Mm, that makes a lot of sense because I am so aggressively being pushed toward my north star. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay. And Mercury in retrograde. I thought Mars just went direct. Maybe that was like recent, like today. Since I forgot how well versed you are in astrology, come through. Come through. But yeah, this shoulder pain, y'all, like one morning I got up and that pain hit me. I laid back down. See? Yep. I laid back down because I was like, I don't know exactly which movements are causing this pain, and it hurts so bad that I know laying still is the only way for it not to hurt. So I stayed in the bed till about 12. And then I got up and was like, okay, I'm gonna have to rough it so that I can see what motions are triggering this pain. And I went through the motions a few times and toughed it out. I was in here screaming like I got Tourette's. So if my windows was open, I know my neighbors think I'm crazy as hell. But I am convinced that it is the manifestation of um, the shadow work that I am doing as it relates to my feminine energy, especially it being on my right shoulder. You know, the shoulder also being symbolic of like the weight that you're carrying too much weight. Then it being in Gemini. Thank you, sis. Thank you for giving me that perspective. I needed that. Help me drill down a little bit more. So, Spirit, first and foremost, let me just say prayerfully, thank you, Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides for reaching this milestone with Turquoise Majesty as a ministry. Thank you for the individuals gathered here today to help me celebrate. May their endeavors be blessed. May it be made clear to me how to support them in their endeavors. I pray longevity for all of us and anyone watching or listening who is committed to walking in their purpose, dear God. We thank you for your love and light. We thank you for this opportunity to commune with each other. And now we ask that you bring forth the best message for our highest good as we seek more information and insight about navigating this Mercury retrograde. Ashe. So let's see what the babe, I feel like I just went to a whole nother realm right there. I come back and everything blurry. Everything. Pleasure. And I feel that. I feel that pleasure is important as we are navigating these Mercury retrograde energies. We need to be really intentional about experiencing pleasure and tantric energy. You know, paying attention to how we see, feel, taste, smell. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily us as an individual, but like our environment. Just creating pleasurable experiences and environments, being intentional about getting in the kitchen and preparing our own meal and plating it in a way that is beautiful and makes us feel um, just how much we honor ourselves. Happy Friday the 13th, my divine feminine energies. I hope that we are tapping into our pleasure zones, that we are tapping into tantric measures and practices. Venus Day, yes, ma'am, all about that divine feminine and pleasure. We're needing to amp our pleasure game up. Tap into that pleasure principle, honey. Make time to please yourself. However that comes about. Ain't. Y'all, I can't wait to give me a Patreon. I'm gonna give me a Patreon and we're gonna be talking that shit. We're gonna talk that good shit on my Patreon. But until then, I'm gonna keep it PG-13. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna tap into our pleasure principles. I can't wait to talk to y'all on the one-on-one so we can chop it up about how we doing it and trade secrets and tips and experiences, because we need more of this. Like, there's so much going on outside of us in the world, going on inside of us as we are excavating and exercising those shadow energies and integrating. And we having our moments where things are coming up for us that don't necessarily feel good. So we're needing to be intentional about experiencing pleasure, tapping into our feminine energy, making the things around us beautiful. If you haven't changed out the decor in your home in a while, change the pillows out. You ain't even gotta really go buy nothing. Just move some stuff around. You know what I'm saying? Spray your essential oils or put on your sexy nightgown. That's something I'm bad about. I like lingerie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very much like a woman of the wild. Like, I want to be naked all the time and putting on uh sexy lingerie or gowns or whatever. That requires putting on some clothes. That's not naked. I need to be flat out naked walking around the queendom. Ever since I did it Wednesday when I was out, ran through here. You hear me? I'm trying to told you, like, for real. But I do recognize that I like the feeling of soft fabrics and lace and satin and all of that. And so, sometimes I need to be intentional about putting that shit on. Just for me. You know what I'm saying? Just for me. About putting fresh flowers in the house and keeping my incense game on point, so the smells are on point. So yeah, y'all. Or book a trip. One of my homegirls is hosting a retreat in Bali, and it's co-ed. I already got plans that weekend. Otherwise, I would go. But it's the wellness vacay retreat. She's on my page. I actually just shared it in my stories. But my sis Cha Cha, she is based in LA, but she's got like a 9-day trip retreat planned, wellness retreat planned in Bali. If y'all are able to go, I would highly advise it. She planned the trip to Tulum, the retreat in Tulum that I did this past April, and it was such a transformative experience. But that's pleasure. So whether it's on the low end or the high end, we needed to get that pleasure in. And at the top of the deck, we have diligence. Don't quit. Be diligent about experiencing pleasure. If them kids getting on your nerves, go sit your ass in the car and experience some kind of pleasure. Like, get it in how you can. Get in where you fit in. Don't let nothing come between you and experiencing pleasure at this time. You know, a lot of people deal with seasonal depression this time of the year. And I think that's another reason why we are being urged to be intentional about pleasure at this time, because naturally we don't get as much sunlight this time of the year. It gets darker um, earlier, and um, we in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's cold outside, and there's so many factors that go into seasonal depression. So we definitely want to be intentional, work with some I like to use and incorporate more citrus energies during this time of the year. So working with citrine crystal is good for just being intentional about incorporating that zest for life, that optimism in your day to day. And also having citrus in my bath water. Be it Dr. Teals has a orange citrus blend Epsom salt that is divine. Smells good, feels good, soothing, invigorating. Incorporate some ginger into your day as well, whether it's drinking ginger or taking a ginger bath, using ginger in your skincare products, but that helps as well. And then it was something else. Your lemon or lime tea. Like, it's so many ways to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be intentional about incorporating that kind of energy, because otherwise it's so easy for us to be low vibe this time of the year. You know what I'm saying? And at the bottom of the deck, voyage, which even further supports what I was saying about taking that trip, or just being intentional about how you're navigating your journey, like taking your time and thinking about how you can incorporate more pleasure for the long haul, not just temporarily, not just because um, it's winter. Because one thing about Mercury retrograde, you're going to review some tough shit you've been through. You're going to rehearse some things that you've experienced, you know, in your mind. Or and 9 times out of 10, you rehearse a negative experience in your mind. You've like kind of replayed that energy, that emotion. And so yeah, we're needing to be intentional about incorporating pleasure in our lives during the rest of this Mercury retrograde season, which ends, shit, I don't forget what date I said already. The 18th. Ends on the 18th, and then we still got that shadow period. So let's see what the Moonology deck has to lend to the message that has already come forward. We just had this full moon in Cancer. I don't know what the hell the next new moon, what sign the new moon is gonna be in. That's what I need to be looking up next. What is this new moon that we got coming up gonna be in? Because it'll actually be here before we know it. So Spirit, please clarify the message that has already been provided to us at this time about Mercury retrograde. I guess they said, child, you done said, I know. Oh, okay. They'll break the deck up. I can do that. Mm. Push through any insecurity. That is so in alignment with pleasure. Being diligent. Being diligent is all about pushing through. Whatever it is you're needing to do to move forward on your journey, to navigate the waters of this journey, you're going to have to face your insecurities. You're going to have to acknowledge them for what they are, what role they play, which is to keep you from moving forward. And then you're going to have to move forward anyway. You're going to have to push through. You're going to have to dig in your inner reserve, your reserve tank. And that is why we need to incorporate more pleasure, because this is a time that just requires us to review what's been stopping us from reaching our highest height all this time. And then once we review it and we put it in its proper place, or we give it its proper funeral, then there's that grieving period. But guess what? We ain't got time to be sitting up sulking about who did what and how they did it for too long. I'm a firm believer of giving things its proper funeral and then moving forward. And so that's exactly what this first quarter moon in Cancer is telling us. Some more Cancer energy for this full moon and Cancer energy that we are in, or are navigating out of, is to push through your insecurities. We all got them. I know I do. We'll talk about it one day. But I definitely got them. And that's part of the reason why this is my first time doing a YouTube live. Not that I have any insecurity about getting on the camera. I do think I've had some insecurities about navigating the technology, because I'm just not as tech savvy as I used to be. And then don't nobody want to get in front of the camera and be like, oh shit, what this button do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to know your stuff. But I have just come to find, hell, I'm not supposed to know everything. I figure it out along the way. This ain't HBO or Cinemax. It's YouTube. It'll be all right if something mess up. So at the top of the deck, we have speak your world into being. Y'all, be mindful of your self-talk, what you're saying, because as a master manifester, the shit that we allow to come out of our mouth, it is popping up and manifesting itself into our physical so quick. And if we know that to be true, why not be intentional about saying pleasurable things, saying what we want, or saying how grateful we are for what we have, so that we attract more of what we want. Be mindful of speaking your world into being. I know that's something that's been a major theme for me, because I know what it is that God is calling me to do. And it's so easy for me to talk about what I ain't got, what I don't know, who ain't here. That's a major cheat code, sis. Like, we gotta speak this shit into existence. We gotta stay on top of our affirmations. We gotta put that emotion behind our affirmations. Y'all check out my sis, the herbal heroine of Memphis. She is putting out those chakra affirmations. And when you check her out, you need to just sit down with your pencil and pad, and the affirmations that she's giving you that are associated with each chakra, she literally giving you the game, because you can then take those affirmations and incorporate them into your daily practice, because it's so important. It's important that we're doing that mirror work, that we look in the mirror and be like Jennifer Lewis said. I love that lady. Jennifer Lewis said she look in the mirror every morning and be like, you pretty bitch, you. Hey, if you don't do it, who will? So just be mindful of how you speaking to yourself, how you speaking about your goals. I heard a lady yesterday, she was doing a podcast on Twitter. That's what I'm talking about. She was doing a podcast on Twitter, and she was talking about all the things she's trying to do, or she's gonna try to do. And I'm like, ooh, stop that. And I know I do it too, but I like to catch myself. Fuck trying to. Take trying to out of your vocabulary. I am opening an account. I am opening a business. I am buying a pair of Fendi boots. I am opening up an orphanage. I am feeding the homeless. I am helping to heal the collective. I am. Period.com. I am is a declaration. I am. Not I'm trying to. I don't think I'm trying to is in the Bible. Nowhere. And I ain't even like a whole full out Bible believer like that. But for you people who are, I'm trying to ain't in there. If you find it, let me know. But I used to teach Sunday school. I don't recall nobody saying, wait a minute, Lord, I'm trying to turn this water into wine. I'm trying to walk on this water, but I'm sinking. I'm trying to. No, I am. We are. Because that I am is going to lead you to I did. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. And at the bottom of the deck, such a mic drop, yo. I trust that all will be well. That is why you need to push through during Mercury retrograde season. That is why you need to be diligent during Mercury retrograde season. The people I coach have to do jumping jacks when they say, listen, real talk. I love that because it reinforces the mind and reprograms the mind to not use that word. It's a waste of energy. You know, I am. That's empowerment. You don't want to do them jumping jacks. Get it together and mean it. And trust that all will be well. New moon in Virgo. While we on that subject, and before we look, if class is session, before we dismiss, let me see what this upcoming new moon is going to be. I found me a new moon planner. I had been wanting one, and a particular one I wanted was like $45. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wait and see if she have a sale. And then I went to Branson, Missouri, and went to a metaphysical store where they had one, and that whole was $18, and it was mine. And so it's helping me to better like plan my life according to the moon cycles and my projects and stuff like that. But for the life of me, I can't remember what this next new moon is about to be. So let's see. New moon January 2023. And what sign? Huh? Capricorn. Yo. If I'm reading it right, there's something so significant. Yep. In Capricorn. New moon in Capricorn, which is very symbolic of the backbone, joints, knees, skin, and hair. That is so significant because a lot of us been in this energy of like not feeling like we able to push through with our plans and like hit the ground running with this new year energy. And I keep telling people that's because we not supposed to. This Capricorn energy, Capricorn being the CEO of the zodiac, is very strategic. Coupled with the new moon energy of manifesting, this is going to be such a dope time of starting new projects and putting things in writing and strategizing and planning out the things that we're going to want to really hit the ground running with in the springtime. So that is why we definitely need to be diligent about the pleasure in our lives, because we got to re-up. We got to rejuvenate and get ourselves ready for that which we're going to be really putting that elbow grease into in the months to come. So that's the message for Mercury retrograde, y'all. I hope it is helping somebody to better understand the energies that we're in and what we're moving toward, and also how to navigate those energies. If any of you are interested in a personal reading, an inner child, a healing session, a sound bowl session, which is something I'm hoping to do on the channel for you guys as well, you can book those sessions on my website, where I also have crystals and incense and energy clearance sprays. And this is my travel size bottle. It is 2 ounces, and then I have a 4 ounce bottle, but I am looking into making bigger bottles because it's also good for cleaning the house and floor, creating a floor wash with it when you really want to cleanse the energy of your house or your space, period. Whether it be at work, the house, whatever. Like, energy is everything, and everything, I mean, energy is everywhere, and everything is energy. So we're needing to constantly be on point with spiritual hygiene and cleansing the energy. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who helped me to make it to 100 subscribers. Every time we hit a milestone, 100 subscriber milestone, we gonna get together and celebrate. I'm all about um, celebrating your wins, no matter how big or small. Life is too short not to. I know personally, I've worked too hard not to. 189 videos later, 100 subscribers. So I am pleased. 189 videos later, 108 subscribers to date, and over 1,000 and some odd views. And I know it's up from here. It's up from here because I'm going to be investing more of my time, energy, skill, wisdom, and talent into the channel, and I know that's going to be coming back to me. And if I'm winning, y'all winning. That's just how I operate. So if y'all ain't got nothing else for the kid, I'm gonna digress. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Divine Feminine Friday the 13th. I hope that you spend it doing something pleasurable. And with that being said, y'all, peace.